Welcome to the modern world, a place where unpredictability reigns supreme. From the financial markets that swing with every breath to the unexpected twists in our personal lives, chaos and disorder are everywhere. But what if I told you that in this very chaos lies the secret to thriving, not just surviving? In his groundbreaking book, Antifragile: Things That Gain from Disorder, Nassim Nicholas Taleb introduces us to a revolutionary idea: the concept of antifragility. But what exactly does it mean to be antifragile, and how can you apply that into your daily lives? Let's dive in and explore how embracing uncertainty and volatility can actually make us stronger and more resilient. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel with the notifications on, so you don't miss any chances of success. First, let's understand the term antifragility. You've probably heard of resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity, but antifragility is something more. Antifragile systems don't just resist shocks. They get better, stronger, and more robust because of them. Take weightlifting, for example. When you lift weights, you're essentially stressing your muscles. But instead of breaking down, your muscles adapt and grow stronger over time. This is antifragility in action, using stress to fuel growth. Now let's talk about uncertainty. Most of us fear it. We plan, we prepare, we try to control the uncontrollable. But in an anti-fragile mindset, uncertainty isn't a threat. It's an opportunity. Think of a seasoned trader. They know that markets are unpredictable. But instead of fearing the volatility, they thrive in it. They've learned to navigate the ups and downs, capitalizing on the chaos to make gains. The key is to embrace uncertainty, not run from it. Next, we have the value of small stressors. Just like that plant pushing through rocky soil, small challenges can make a system stronger. Remember learning to ride a bike? Every wobble, every fall was a small stressor that taught you balance and control. Without those minor challenges, you'd never have learned to ride. In life, these small stressors are essential. They help us build the skills and resilience we need to handle bigger challenges. Taleb introduces the principle of via negativa, which is all about improvement through subtraction. Instead of constantly adding more, whether it's in business, design, or life, sometimes the best way to improve is to remove what's unnecessary. Take cooking, for example. A great chef knows that less is often more. Instead of overwhelming a dish with too many flavors, they subtract, leaving only the essential ingredients that make the dish sing. This principle can apply to many areas of life. By focusing on what really matters, we can eliminate distractions and improve the whole. Taleb also warns us about unnecessary intervention, a concept he calls iatrogenics. Sometimes, trying to fix a problem can actually make it worse. Consider the medical field. Overprescribing antibiotics for every minor ailment can lead to resistant bacteria, making the original problem much worse. Sometimes, it's better to allow the body's natural defenses to work rather than intervening unnecessarily. The same idea applies to systems. Let them adapt naturally where possible. Decentralization is another crucial concept in building anti-fragile systems. Centralized systems, like large corporations or governments, can be vulnerable because a single point of failure can bring down the whole system. Contrast that with a farmer's market. Each vendor operates independently, so if one fails, the market as a whole continues to thrive. This decentralization creates a more resilient, anti-fragile system. By prioritizing decentralization, we create systems that can adapt quickly and survive disruptions. Optionality is the idea of keeping your options open and staying flexible in the face of uncertainty. The more options you have, the better you can adapt to changing circumstances. Think about a tech startup. Instead of committing to one rigid plan, successful startups often pivot based on feedback and new opportunities. By keeping their options open, they maximize their chances of finding the right path to success. Optionality allows you to navigate the unpredictable terrain of life more effectively. Taleb also emphasizes the non-linearity of life. In many cases, small changes can have disproportionately large effects. Think of an avalanche. It starts with just a single snowflake, but it can trigger a massive cascading effect. Understanding that life is non-linear helps us prepare for and adapt to those small triggers that can lead to significant outcomes. Skin in the game is a principle that ensures accountability. When decision-makers are exposed to the risks of their choices, they are more likely to make thoughtful, responsible decisions. Imagine an entrepreneur investing their own money into a business. They have skin in the game, which means they'll be more cautious and strategic because their own future is on the line. This principle applies across the board. When leaders have skin in the game, the systems they manage become more robust and anti-fragile. So, how do we build anti-fragile systems? It's about creating environments that don't just survive shocks, but grow stronger from them. Whether in our personal lives, our businesses, or society as a whole, we need to foster systems that can adapt, evolve, and thrive amid chaos. Consider a community rebuilding after a natural disaster. Instead of just restoring what was lost, they might build stronger, smarter infrastructure that can better withstand future challenges. This is the essence of anti-fragility, turning adversity into an opportunity for growth. In a world where unpredictability is the only certainty, anti-fragility offers us a roadmap for not just surviving, but thriving. By embracing the uncertain, leveraging small stressors, decentralizing, and keeping our options open, we can build systems that don't just withstand the test of time, but they flourish because of it. Let me know in the comments, how will you start building anti-fragility into your life? Share this video with the people you love, and don't forget to subscribe. See ya!